Hello everybody. Today I have a review of The Damned Busters by Matthew Hughes. So this book is the first book in the To Hell and Back, what currently is a trilogy. It may be a series, but at least for now there's 3 other books. And tells the tale of Chenzi. I don't know actually how to say the main character's first name. And he accidentally summons a demon. And he didn't want to summon the demon, so he refuses to enter into a contract with the demon, which essentially sets off this whole series of events that puts hell on strike. And so, basically, in order to take hell off of strike, our main character gets sort of like a special deal where he doesn't have to give his soul over, and he now has this demon who helps him fight crime, and he becomes a superhero. And it's just it's an interesting kind of plot device there. I definitely thought this book was clever. I thought it was really funny that, hell goes on strike, and, they have this whole, workers' comp, structure, and that was just really funny to me as a person who works in, corporate America. I appreciated the humor of that. And I really liked that he's a superhero, and this is sort of a superhero book, but he's not a traditional superhero. He has, this demon guy that's helping him, which is just also really, an interesting sort of concept of a demon having to help do good. And just the whole, idea that he's not going to be some radioactive, mutant-y guy was also really interesting from someone who enjoys a lot of superhero sort of stories. And I also really like the characters for the most part. Definitely, the main 2 characters. So our main character, Charncy, maybe I'll put the names up here and you can tell me how to say them. He is an actuary for an insurance company, and so basically an actuary is somebody who crunches numbers and tries to figure out, the statistics of, those 1 in 5 people who are going to die from falling off their roofs hanging up Christmas lights or something like that. So that's, his job. And he's not really good at, interacting with other people, but he's, really good at that. And he actually describes, I really like how Hughes described in the book the way the main character thinks about stuff. He feels like a lot of things are in the dark for him in his mind, different, talking to women and, socializing. But there are certain areas, comic books and, crunching numbers and math that are, bathed in these pools of light. And so I just thought that was also really interesting. There's also a character in this book that was a lawyer turned New York Times, best-selling author turned, television and, evangelicus kind of, preacher guy. And he was really cool, too. It was interesting. I also really liked the his little demon sidekick, Zalafan. That's hard. Words are hard. Is this demon who the last time he was on Earth, it was the 40s, so he basically just talks like a gangster the whole time, and that's just really funny. There's a couple of things that could have been, I guess, a little bit better about this book. I wasn't totally entranced with it the whole time. I totally wasn't super amazed by it. I did enjoy it certainly, but it took some time for me to read it. I wasn't really engrossed, so that's always kind of a bummer. And then the book definitely takes a little bit of time to get going, to get used to the characters and sort of the plot, but definitely the latter half of the book really picked up, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. So I ended up giving up The Damned Busters 3 out of 5, I believe, on Goodreads. I'm planning on checking out the next book, which I don't remember what the name of it is. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys are doing great. Let me know down in the comments if you've read this book or want to read this book or have other books in this vein. Some superhero books. I'm looking for superhero books that aren't actually comic books, so if you have any good ones there, definitely would be interested in hearing about those. Bye, guys!